Guys, before I go further with this story, right, I want you guys to understand this. If you are in combat, not just in combat, if you are in the military, you can't know it all. Mistakes are bound to happen. Mistakes that can lead to casualties. When you're in combat, you can't know it all. No matter your years of service, no matter your experience, you can never know it all. It has nothing to do with your training. At some point, you can't even apply the things you were taught during training. Now, common sense you need to apply. In most of the times, now common sense you will need to apply. But like I said, nobody is perfect. We made mistakes, we own up to our mistakes, we accept that we effed up, and life goes on. Now, while we're in Damboa, right, we got to a point that everybody became, there's this term they use, overstay. Like if you don't do one particular place for a long time, it could begin to like mess with your head. Overstay. Everybody they complain the place was becoming boring. Aside the once in a while and engagement with Boko Haram, it was becoming boring. So the only thing you do in the morning, like if you wake up in the morning, you perform your sentry duty, you sit down. The same people where you see yesterday, and the same people you go see. The same thing, like the worst of it is network no the day. So if you even deal with your phone, during the day they on generator or everybody will charge phone, like that, the life was boring. So then some young soldiers, they train in that period. They finish their training where they will yes, okay, they bring some soldiers come. Because I don't understand something. Most Nigerians they judge Nigerian army based on what they watch for American movie. It don't even relate. For American war movie that involves soldiers, the reason they judge how Nigerian army is supposed to be. It don't get any relation. Like nothing relates with that movie and real life situation for Nigeria. It don't relate at all. Just get that into your head first of all. So we had they were bringing soldiers for us, young soldiers. Normally, right? If you did somewhere, when I be the most junior soldier there, all these other walk like that now on top of your head, like you're the most junior there, you don't get anybody when you senior. Though you hear say they bring young soldiers come, about 40 of them. 40, I be them past 40, right? Then past 40 to our location there in Damboa. You hear say they bring them come, you'll be like, okay, I don't get my own junior, so I go to open eye for my friend. Will you wake up from like that kind of stuff? So they brought them. Now there is something they call Cadre Course in the army. There's something they call Cadre Course. Cadre Course is like revision. Thank you. Revision. Like after you don't go through training finish, you come a new unit to start your military career. They go like everything that you've learned, they go summarize them for you in a month. It depends the unit where you did, in a month or 2 months or 3 months. It depends your core, it depends your unit. So Cadre Course they always happen once they bring young soldiers undergo Cadre Course. Everything you've learned, you will just wrap it up. They'll wrap it up for you, so your memory go refresh them again. They don't go just carry weapon give you. That was the first mistake. This was not just a unit. This was a battlefield. This was a battlefield. That's why I said you cannot be perfect with it. You cannot know everything about it. You don't expect soldiers to do battlefield without rifle. Young soldiers. We never experienced nothing. The last time they shot a rifle was doing range in Depot. They've never been in that situation before. Now, I'll explain why giving them rifle without Cadre Course has its disadvantage. My young soldiers, they never really deal used to AK-47. Throughout training, you're using G3 rifle. So Cadre Course is meant to introduce you fully well to the rifle you're about to be handling, which is the AK-47. They need to make you understand everything about that AK-47. Doing training, you dey sleep with G3. You dey wake up with G3. You know about G3 too much, but for the field, G3 you will not even see it to use. So you can't just hand over AK-47 with life rounds, carry give them. Before you go know, someone they don't accidental discharge, kapow. And young soldiers get, I was once a young soldier, so I know. Young soldier mentality, recruit mentality. Your body will scratch you to do. So that discipline needs to be first. Introduce them to the weapon. Like, make them get used to the weapon. At first, they'll first give you the weapon without ammunition. You will just hold on like that. Depending on your unit. But like I said, you can't know it all. Even for the battlefield, you give them weapon. One particular person feel F up. Accidental discharge. Or you go open fire when you're not supposed to open fire. Or you don't even know how to select fire. Fire selector, whether an automatic or rapid. So you need to introduce them to that weapon well. But that was still a mistake because now battlefield, everybody's supposed to be armed. The Cadre Course, they're supposed to even turn into like a week. Russian. But nobody knows tomorrow. Nobody knows what's ahead. So boom, they came. They were more than 40. They give them, like, they give them something else, not rifle, to hold. Stick. Just like training, before you start hold rifle, you go first the whole stick. So as you come before your Cadre Course, you need to hold stick. Men day, in case anything wants up, men day. But then again, young soldiers just come. You need to hit them with work. Like we now, we don't take. We don't become senior men now. Yeah, you go and mount that sentry post. Hey. Knock at them with duty. Normally, Boko Haram, they get every information where they need. They don't lack information. In fact, civilian way they work for soldiers as per informants, still they work for Boko Haram as per informants again. If they give army wrong information, they give Boko Haram right information. But army will assume it's the right information. If they give army right information, if they give Boko Haram wrong information, but just know that Boko Haram, they know everything they want to know. There is nothing hidden with them. I don't know how they do it, but they know everything they want to know. They don't say we come with young soldiers. They don't say we deal with young soldiers. They just come and then they will stick inside trench. Now, as per older soldier, even if you want to keep 5 young soldiers for one trench, make one senior man deal with them. But the spirit of nothing they happen. Nothing they happen. As long as these are young soldiers, their eyes go they open. Then you go see senior man lock up with earpiece. They listen to music. Young soldier we never get time to adjust with the military. Never get time to wash away training come up from body. You go they trench, they sleep. You never really know the ground. You never really know how dangerous that place when they. And the older soldier feel like, okay, these are young, vibrant men. They are active. Their eyes, they shine. But don't be so. Recruit feel sleep. Like some feel rain feel they fall. As a recruit, I slept under rain. I sit down for trench. For exercise left leg. I sit down inside trench. Rain they fall. My trench don't fall. But I was sleeping. Not just me. Recruit were sleeping under the rain. Under sun. Recruit will sleep anywhere. Because they will deny you sleep for months. That was how these guys, I seen a plan work with the young soldiers. Everybody sleep for trench. Senior men too sleep, thinking young soldiers, they active. Boko Haram feel crow for like 200 meters, 300 meters, 2 kilometers. They can crow with rifle. Now, I really wonder what happened that day, right? It was easier for them to use suicide bombers to come explode for our camp because the person with the tango was supposed to be like shine from far, torch, this big torch, shining from far, the whole ground slept off. Boko Haram Crow Ridge camp. Inside camp, open fire. I'm not really supposed to say this particular story because it was covered. Like, it was, you can't see it out there. Only people will know about it. Because it was a huge mistake. Just the same way, when as we go unit for the first time, then carry 5 of us, go keep for duty. I was the guard commander because now for my mates, inside the 5 of us, I senior with the army number, despite the fact that we are classmates. I was the guard commander. Mohammed was my 2IC, which is not supposed to be so ever. But we knew nothing about the job then. So we don't know what illegal duty what they do. You can't keep 5 soldiers or 10 soldiers or classmates together without somebody that will, we are classmates. I don't go feel say as with army number, take, open eye for you or give you order. You will look me like, boy, are you mad? So it was a mess. It was a mess. And that moment we Boko Haram opened fire, even as the sound wake everybody up, the young soldier could not repel because they were not holding weapon. In as much as those Boko Haram we come camp there, like Crow Ridge camp, none of them go back alive. We unalive every one of them. But they took, I can't even call the numbers. Not just the young soldiers, even older soldiers too. Soldiers will say they never even go back house to go show Papa, say, see the uniform here, I am back. They never give them pass to go, meet family, say, okay, we are back. They never made it. But that's what comes with the job. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Like I said, it was not just the young soldiers that were inside the trench. They give each trench senior man make it there, but senior man feel like, okay, young soldiers are there. They are active. Make I sleep. Especially with the tango. It was really bad. I try as much as I can to explain this in a way that will not even seem bad, but it's still sounding bad because lives were gone. Lives were gone. Being a soldier taught me a lot about life. It made me understand that you don't even own you can be gisting with this person this very minute. The next minute, now that person I first receive shots. See, and they lifeless for ground. And it will teach you a lot about discipline. You can't talk to your senior, for that you senior that person with age. As long as you join the job, you cannot talk back at him. Or even a woman, as long as that woman are your senior. If you don't get self-control, you cannot be a soldier. You go see babe where if you chike for outside on a normal day. Go they clear your doubts. Not beat you like, pour smoke. Clear your doubt for you bastard. That kind of stuff. But still on still, the job is adventurous, dangerous, selfless, less paid, disrespected, cheated by the government. But still on still, the joy you will get from comradeship, from your classmates, one body, the morale, the brotherhood. Don't worry, I just decided to talk about this before I talk about my second experience, my second attack experience, and my second ambush experience. If I talk in the same video, it waits like 20 minutes or past 20 minutes or 30 minutes, so I will just talk one, then talk the other one later. But then again, just respect any soldier we see for out there. Even if not, thank you for your service. You don't know what you don't do. See, whenever I hear thank you for your service, pour me cold water. You are welcome. It makes you feel like, okay, they notice you. Work hard though. Work hard. Under rain, under sun. Nobody bloody care. You go run am. They can never tell you say that building's on fire. They fire RPG there. They fire gun truck. AA. Go! Maybe you just say no, sir. No fit go, sir. That place is too hot. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Muje. Guys, subscribe. Don't just subscribe.